This is Chris, the Idaho Painter, here on Paint Live TV. Got Journeyman John and a package that just showed up on the doorstep. So I have an idea what it is because we've never tried an air-assisted airless. I was over in the UK, some guys asked me, they said they loved them, and I've heard guys that really like them, and then I heard guys that don't like them so much. And so since we don't have an opinion, I wanted to come up with an opinion. So I ordered one from Graco, and I think this is what's in the box.
I hope so. Otherwise, you're going to be very disappointed with what's in this box.
So, John, whip out your little two-edged knife and let's find out what's inside this thing. We know it's from Graco because the box says Graco right here on the side. So, and it's heavy. And it is, voila, it's...
You're going to be disappointed.
We are disappointed because it's something completely different. Wow, that's interesting. We were planning on using an air-assisted or airless this week, Friday, but we won't be. This is interesting.
You want to redo that, or should we just keep rolling?
We'll just keep rolling, because this is kind of, I mean, I'm excited, because it is something from Graco that we've never tried.
It has one of these.
It's got a hose, but that's a different...
It's an air hose.
That's not an airless spray hose.
It's not an air-assisted airless hose,
that
but it's an air hose.
It's an air hose. So let's cut this box open.
Like we should be taking
what it
bets
is.
right now.
This is it. Can anybody guess what's in the box?
Just cut it open on the sides here?
Yeah, and it weighs 93 pounds. So here we go. Surprise, surprise. It's good to get surprised every now and then. All right, we'll cut. Voila, there you go. It's a tech spray. There you go.
Look at that. That is a texture sprayer.
Kind of interesting.
In a box.
In a box. Now we got...
That is a lot smaller than the one we have. Not a lot, but smaller.
It is smaller. So I think this one runs off of a hopper, doesn't it?
I think it does.
And not just the...
I'm guessing that's what's in box number 2.
Box number 2. Here we go. I'm guessing this handle probably attaches right here.
And if you don't have one of these two-edged knives yet, 5-in-1 and knife-in-1,
absolutely amazing.
Pretty stinking awesome.
They are awesome. We do sell them on our tool store also. They used to sell them on Amazon, but you can't get them on Amazon no more because I looked. I couldn't find them. Oh, there you have it. We got a hopper. So I thought, weren't you, because they said at the Graco, they had one when we were at the Graco booth in Galveston. They had one of these. I didn't get to use it. Did you get to use it?
You know, they showed it off to me a little bit. So the deal is, this thing is, if you see, it's got a seal going all the way around the lid and all those fun, high-tech looking clamps. Plus this guy, you can actually spray texture out of this hopper upside down because it actually pressurizes the pot and continues pushing that material out the nose. It's kind of cool.
Well, John, you're a texture guy. What do you think? Are you excited to use it?
I'm gonna find out.
I don't know if we have any texture jobs coming up soon, but
we can do some texturing.
I have a house here we can texture. We were one. I don't know if we can turn smooth walls, my textured walls, into smooth walls with this thing. This is probably not going to throw enough out.
Probably more for going the other way, making your smooth walls textured walls.
Yes. So that's probably the lid. That's interesting. So watch out because that's not tight. We can. Oh, actually you can hand tighten it. It doesn't. You don't need it.
It's got a key on it.
It's got a key. So we'll just tighten this up here.
And how is this for a tool review right off the bat? We don't even know.
That. So Graco made it so you don't need to have you know, a flathead screwdriver or a socket to tighten that. So that thing is tightened on there. It's on there. The hose is going to go. Here, you can be very careful and cut that hose.
Here's your lid.
Here's our lid. This is fairly easy to set up here. See here, right here, where it lines up. Figured that out. So the tech spray, it says tech spray fast finish. So we do, we do have a tech spray from Graco.
We do.
Which one is it? Do you remember?
It is
what
the
model?
RTX 1250, and that one actually has a like a big hopper that you load everything into, and then it drops down and then just sends 2 hoses up to the gun and sprays that way, so you don't have this kind of a hopper. Although something like this would be nice for touch-ups and...
I can see one modification I'm going to be making right now. What do you think?
I don't think Chris is a fan of the 4-finger gun.
I really like 2 fingers, and this is like a really easy trigger pull, and so I'm not sure, I mean, I don't need 4 fingers on that thing, so I think I'm going to be modifying that thing and cutting that thing down to a 2-finger gun. So that's going to go on there just like that, right there. Handles, this is pretty simple. It's just like ready to rock and roll. You can just throw some mud in there. We've got some screws, screw that thing on there, and I think it's probably ready to go. We got some, that's the electrical cord. Man, look how big that electrical cord is. Holy cow.
Yeah, these tend to draw a lot of power. That's one of the things we've had an issue with that RTX 1250 is it does trip the breakers quite a bit if it doesn't have a dedicated circuit that it's going to, because it's an air compressor essentially and a pump at one. This, I assume, is just mostly an air compressor.
Yeah, so this is basically an air compressor unit right here. Got our hopper right here. I have sprayed out of a hopper before, texture, with a very simple hopper that you just pour the mud in the top and you can't turn it upside down. But this is going to be pretty cool to test this thing and see how it works upside down. We'll give it a test here soon and let you know what we think of it. So far, I'm kind of liking. Once again, this is just another Graco product that looks to me to be well built. Graco makes really good products. These these are here. Kind of simple. Too bad we didn't have a texture product tomorrow to do. Be kind of cool.
Timing is everything.
Timing is everything. What do we got going on tomorrow, John?
So tomorrow we are painting a house, because that's what we do. We paint houses. So we have an exterior we just finished prepping today. So tomorrow we will go out, we'll do the painting, get it all done.
So I think that was probably like a 4,000 square foot exterior or so.
Yeah.
And we 3 guys prepped it one day, and then we'll be out there painting it tomorrow. It'll take 1 day to paint it.
Yeah, we'll have 5 guys total out there painting it. We'll knock it all out in 1 day, and then Wednesday we will move on to the next one. So
move on to the next one. There you have it. We're going to get this thing set up. We'll get this thing ready to rock and roll. We'll let you know what we think of it after we use it. And a nice surprise from Graco. So anything else about this thing we can say? I don't think so. It's just a...
I know they were really excited about it because it does have a hopper that pressurizes, and that's the big issue with using a hopper is, I don't know if you've ever textured using a hopper, but you just have to sit there, your arm gets tired, or trying to move around and texture all that stuff, and you've got all that weight up there, and then you can't go sideways, you can't get into different nooks, crannies, things like that. This is supposed to alleviate that problem, but then I believe you also don't get, like when you get towards the bottom of your hopper, you start losing that weight that drops it down. You don't get that on this, so you can run that hopper all the way out without losing the consistency in your texture.
So I assume this tube probably hooks up right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And that probably pressurizes the pot.
Pressurizes the pot, and that thing is all set up and ready to go. All we got to do is hook up some power, throw in some mud, and we're going to be on our way to texturing. So there you have it. We'll let you know what we think of this thing when after we test it. So stay tuned for our video review of how well this thing performs. So I'm kind of excited to see it. I never did see it at the booth. So you got to see it at the booth.
It's kind of cool.
I was on the other side of the booth handling the Graco handhelds. But there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like we say always, sometimes, most of the time, we'll see you on our next video. Ow. Surprise, surprise.
It's like